Since 1992, Giles Island has been intensely managed to produce trophy whitetail bucks. The management has derived a buck-to-doe ratio better than 1-to-1 and increased average Boone and Crockett scores from 120 to 140 inches. Hunting situations vary on Giles from dense thickets to wide open fields. Giles has 30 all-weather box stands and over 100 ladder stands to choose from. You can also bring your favorite climbing stand if you want to. And if you're into bow hunting, you cannot go wrong at Giles. On any given day, you can expect to see several shooter bucks from any stand site on the island. Giles has set aside ample acres as a bow hunting sanctuary.
If the buck has 8 points or less, he's got to be a 4-year-old before we can shoot him. If he has 9 points or more, he's got to be at least a 5-year-old before you can shoot him. And we throw a bow hunter exemption in there. Anything that scores 140 or greater is legal for the bow hunter, just simply because it's so hard to get them close enough to shoot at with a bow. That evens the odds out with a bow hunter. So, as a result, this year we've had our best top-end quality year ever. Our best deer so far this year is 174. We've killed 5 over 160. A couple of more in the 150s and several in the 140s. It's an awesome year, and with that said, there's probably more quality on the ground right now than ever before. Now we've got a couple more weeks to go. It's mostly bow, and we're not going to catch up to all those deer. I know we're not. We never do. We've got 5 or 6 160 to 170 class deer on video that we couldn't shoot this year because they were 4-year-olds. I mean, that's the program that we're trying to get them to their potential, and those are the deer we're hunting next year.
We are from Newark, Delaware. We're about 1,300 miles from home. We found out about Giles Island through watching some shows on television through the Mossy Oak Productions. We also did some research after we saw the shows, and we're very excited about coming down. And it just exceeds everything we ever expected. The hunting was fantastic. The hospitality, you just can't say enough about it. We're already booked and looking forward to coming back next year. We didn't really know what to expect, and of course we got a little lost along our way, and everybody from the hotels to the gas stations that gave us directions made us feel just like we were at home, better than home, to be honest with you. And we finally got to realize what they mean by Southern hospitality, and it's a pleasure, and we just can't wait to come back. And even some of the non-outdoor activities that we didn't get a chance to see, we'd love to go back into Natchez. We got a really good schooling on the history of Giles Island and some of the history that is in this particular area, but we surely would love to come back and not only hunt again, but spend more time doing other things that we missed along the way.
We always needing a few guides over here on Giles Island. You never know when somebody might get a full-time job and can't spend the winter over here with us. But first thing we look at for hiring a guide is personality. It's got to be a guy that's kind of outgoing, polite. And second thing is somebody has a good work ethic, because there's a lot to do around the hunting camp. And he's got to have a little woodsmanship skills about him at least. And we can teach him how to age and score these deer. So, but the first thing is, you got to be able to communicate well with Bubba, and also with the CEO of the company. I mean, we get all kinds of hunters down here, and it's all about having fun. And that's the big thing we do down here, is have fun.
During your hunt, you will be accompanied by a guide that will help you judge legal bucks. On each hunt, you'll be allowed to shoot 1 management buck and 1 trophy buck, and you can log on to their website for rates and conditions at gilesisland.com. The food is unbelievable, and you'll rest well in the accommodations they have in the Antlers Lodge or in the Sipping Shack after the huge meals they prepare for you. If you're an avid hunter or a novice, you cannot go wrong by planning a bow hunting trip or a rifle trip on Giles Island.